What's going on, my hungry humans, and welcome back to the Hungry Road. Please pardon my hands in my pockets. It's a little cold out here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thank you for tuning in. If it's your first time seeing my face, please smash the subscribe button. But the rental of the week or 2 week period is the 2023 Infiniti QX55. Now this is like Infiniti's mid-size crossover. I would actually call it more of a compact crossover, given how small it is, because there are some mid-size crossovers out on the market that are a lot bigger than this, but this is fine. This is their idea of it. Very, very nice, very cool. It's based off the Q50 sedan or coupe or whatever. I actually reviewed that car, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago. Nice red one. Probably click over here somewhere if you want to check that out after this video. But yes, so there are some pros and cons with getting this over getting that. Obviously, something could be headroom, seating position, storage capacity, things like that. But you lose a lot of power in the engine because there's only one engine option in this versus the Q50. So let's move on to some of the features. All right, so I want to show you guys the engine and check that thing out. But here are the keys real quick. Let's go over that since I have them in my hand. Very simple Infiniti key, no big deal. They're pretty light. Remote start up top, lock, unlock, and then you get a trunk button right there and your horn button. But just keep the key in your pocket. Walk up to the chrome door handle here and put your hand on the inside. You'll hear it unlock. Only one door will unlock at a time. As you can see, I go to the back door. It will not unlock for you, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and undo the hood. Now the hood's gonna be right here. See this little latch right there? Pull that. All right, I didn't hear much, but let's go around to the front over here. All right, definitely looks like it's cracked. Let's get my hand underneath and we gonna open this thing up. So they made it really easy for you to open the hood. See this little green latch right there? You can see that right there. Push that over and pull up on the hood. Oh, I missed it. I'm trying to do it with one hand. Pull over, pull up, and there we go. So here we are. This is the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine. Makes about 268 horsepower, 280 foot-pounds of torque to all 4 wheels. Of course, it's an all-wheel drive transmission. That's the same for all 3 trim levels that I haven't even discussed yet. We do have like some sport mode stuff. Let's take a walk up in here real quick. We'll get to the interior in a second, but you do have the paddles. You see a paddle there, and a little paddle right there, and a little manual button right there. But yeah, man, it doesn't feel very sporty when you throw it in manual mode, use the paddles. I mean, it's only 268 horsepower, and it's not a very light car. Let's go ahead and shut this down right here. And while I have your attention and we're in the sun, check out this paint. This is absolutely beautiful. This is going to be the slate gray paint. This is a $695 option. Of the 6 colors that you can choose for your QX55, I think it's one of the best colors you can possibly get. Forget that black, forget that white stuff. This is where it's at right here. But the QX55 does come in 3 different trim levels. There is the Luxe, there's the Essential, and there's the Sensory. Now, if you look at the car, it's really hard to tell which trim is which. Like, if you can look at certain like Lamborghinis or Dodge Chargers or whatever, and you can clearly see by like the aero packages and stuff that it's a certain trim level. This one here is a little bit different. So by process of elimination, due to the options list online, check out their website and go spec your own. I determined this is an essential. This is an essential because this one has the adaptive LED lights that actually will move with you when you're turning. It also has the I can't think of the name of it right now. It has the memory seats. Let's open the door again real quick. It has memory seats for 2 people. The Luxe package will not have that. However, it does not have the heads-up display. That'd be right there on the Sensory. It also doesn't have ambient light, which would be on a Sensory. So that's kind of how I made my determination. But let's go to the front end real quick right here. Again, very traditional looking Infiniti front end. Pretty much the same grille as you saw on the Q50. Looks like it's a little bit bigger though. This does have adaptive cruise control. It works very well. So it's not like a plastic shield or whatever. Very cool looking grille, a little wavy. Just washed the car, but got some dirt spots on there. Again, I like the subtle use of the chrome. The chrome there, the chrome, well, it's not really chrome on the wheel, it's more of aluminum, but we have the chrome piece right there, the chrome over the top there. It's very nice, very subtle. Let's go back up to the front. I think we didn't catch everything here. Just like on the Q50, we do have like a split sort of situation right here. Now the turn signal is in the light bar. Let me see if I can go ahead and press the unlock button for you and see if we can get some flashing lights. There we go. So we do have the turn signal actually in the light, which is so much better. And check out that running light. It is absolutely beautiful, very sharp looking. Kind of see all the LED lights up in there. We have the fog light down there. It's a decent looking front end. And we do have the parking sensors right down here at the bottom. Not a big deal at all. Very, very nice looking front end. All right, let's check out the back end. I love the way the back end looks. Number one, look where the license plate is, as far down as it could go. So it opens up the midsection right here for a whole bunch of design. And check out the tail lights here. We have like sort of, I don't know, some swooping action happening there. It just looks so elegant, but it's a bit aggressive. Like, why you put like a little karate chop in here? We get all kind of stuff going on back here. But I like how it has the gray bumper that sort of splits up the color. So we have the gray, we have the red, we have a dark gray right there. Then we have like the tail light, or the tail pipes down there at the bottom. Very, very nice. I like the overall shape. Like the shape reminds me of like one of the Mercedes GLC coupe, Grand Coupe, whatever. Like I don't know. It's giving thickness. You know, I'm with the thickness. It's all good. Very, very nice looking car. Yeah, I'm gonna put a picture up here so you can see what I'm talking about, but it reminds me of one of those kind of trucks. I think it's designed very, very well. I do think the wheels could be bigger. These are only 19s. We can get some 20s, maybe some 21s, even 22s underneath there. But you know, you can aftermarket your own wheels or whatever. Again, you get the little gray plastic pieces right here. I think that's okay. That's probably for protection. Like if you crack something like that, you can replace that piece easier. It also does break the paint up a little bit. But yes, I do think this design is absolutely beautiful. One of the better looking cars of the year for sure. Look at that. That's his best angle right there. While we're back here, let's take a look at the trunk space. Now, if you had the Sensory package, you should be able to kick your foot underneath the tailgate and have the hands-free tailgate open, but not on this one. So where is the handle? Well, you would assume it's right here, but there's nothing here but plastic. Where else could it be? Right here. See this little triangle? You push this and you get the tailgate to open. And let's check it out. I got my toolkit in here since I'm all done for the week. Shout out to Thanksgiving. Love the early weeks, but not bad. Definitely more cargo space than the car version of this. But here's the thing. So check this out. It's very shallow right there. So if you put like a box in here, so for example, will I be able to do it with my toolkit? Yeah, so like you might think it'll close. It's not. Let's go ahead and push this in a little bit further. We're gonna do an experiment here on the Hungry Road. So I mean, you would think that would shut, right? Maybe. Let's give it a shot. So let's go ahead and press the button up here. We do have two buttons. This will close it, and this will lock the car and then close the trunk. Let's go ahead and lock it, or not, let's close it. See what we got. The trunk lid is gonna close. It's gonna try. All right, it succeeded. Behind my expectations. So let's check. Oh yeah, it's close in there. Let's open it back up. All right, well, I had to help my friend move a TV this week, and we did it with this guy, 65-inch TV. Shout out to him. Had to fold the seats down, pull this little handle right here, and the seat will go down. Well, you gotta move the front seat forward so the headrest doesn't collide. This one should be all set though. Do this one here. All right, I failed that twice. But yeah, so you can get the seats to fold all the way down, get a flat load floor in there. Just gotta move your seat up a little bit, you're good to go. But there's not much else back here. It's pretty uneventful. Let's check to see what's underneath the floor. Looks like there should be something in here, but look at this cargo space with a tow hook. Nothing crazy back here. We do have a little 12-volt socket. Nothing crazy. Cargo net holder. Yeah, man. All right, let's check the interior out. Let's get up in here. It's not bad. It's pretty simple. There's nothing too crazy. I do like the chrome accents right here. We got some like little dots or whatever. Very, very nice. See the Bose Performance Series speakers in there. Nice job. Cup holders on the doors. Nice rounded window switches. Very, very simple. Let's go ahead and get inside. All right. So let's go ahead and shut the driver door because it's going to turn the car on. So just put your foot on the brake. Put the start button right here in the center console. Hear that 4-cylinder purr in the life. We have a nice little entry screen. We do have navigation is built into the car, but wireless CarPlay is also a thing. I'm sure it's wireless Android Auto as well. But it's a fairly straightforward thing. We have tachometer on the left. We got the speedometer on the right. I mean, I keep saying nothing crazy, but that's literally it. Now, if you did have the Sensory package, or trim level, you would have an HUD, which is a heads-up display, which would like show your speedometer or maybe even your GPS navigation stuff right on the screen in front of you. Steering wheel straight, right out of a regular old Infiniti right there. As we went over in the Q50, we have your ways of switching over. Look at other different menus over here. Okay, all your safety stuff, trips, direction, nothing crazy. Volume controls over here, speak, talk to text or whatever. You have your change your songs right here. Your adaptive cruise control is all right here. It works very well. Now here's a special button. This one here, I don't know what to call it. I think Infiniti calls it like All Safe 360 or something like that. I'll put it up on the screen. But if you press this button right there, you get this little icon up there in the corner. Even without adaptive cruise control, the car will slow you down by itself. It's actually pretty nice. I'll demonstrate it later during the driving portion. On the left side here, we do have all your lights. Man, there's nothing crazy to talk about. Like, there really is nothing crazy to talk about, except my favorite part, the camera system. Oh, the door's open. I should shut that door. This one's gonna freak out over here. We do have the 360 camera angles right here. Let me go ahead and shut the door and get back to this. All right, back to the camera. So we got a big shadow on the left side over there. But yes, the top-down view of the car, very, very nice. Let's change the view. See what else we have to offer in here. Looks like it's the back left corner is the driver's side over there. There's the back. And then back to the 360. Yeah, man, so I love, it's so easy to park this car because you can see the lines. I got the car wash. I got line the car wash stripes or the rails up with the wheels. So easy. So this is kind of like an information screen. We can kind of control it down here. Press the menu. See what happens. And it shows up. Oh, okay. These buttons are for here. And then we have this other toggle over here. Let's turn the camera thing off. Okay. Press a couple times. It's still cycling through different camera angles. All right. So yeah, just like in the Q50, I'm moving the joystick right here, and it's controlling whatever's going on the top screen and the bottom. I mean, it is a touch screen. I just touched it, but the bottom screen down here, we get your climate. Yes, the Sensory. So this is going to be a dual zone. You see, I have two different temperatures. I can change this one, and now I have two different temperatures up there. I do have heated seats. I do have cooled seats. Heated, give me 3 levels of heated seat. I'm gonna change that. Cooled seats down here, so the little fan is right there. Fan speeds up there for your regular. I don't need AC seats right now. Famous 45 degrees outside. We'd have your temperature controls up here. Same on the passenger side over here. Recirc, defrost, rear defrost, and they have their own heated and cooled over here. CD player. I don't know is there a CD in here? I doubt it. Yes, there's no disc in there. Okay, climate control. So if you get the Sensory package, the rear climate will be its own zone. So it'll be a tri-zone climate. Let's move on from that. Below here, we do have a USB-C port, USB-A, or is it B? You guys figured it out. I don't know. I got crucified last time. Little sunglass holder, whatever, but we can shut this if we need to. Let's go ahead and move the sunglasses out the way and move this, and we make it nice and clean. That's crispy, you know, but it's not functional. Or is it? Psych. I can't plug anything in. Anyway, behind it, we have the gear shifter. So this could be a little confusing. So you got to put your foot on the brake. There's a little toggle in the front. See that little guy right there? Pull back for drive. Cars in drive, it'll tell you drive right there. If you want to go to neutral, you have to press and hold. So I did that. Still in drive. One more time. Still in drive. If I press and hold it, now I'm in neutral. I was at the car wash tripping like, oh my God, how I put the car in neutral? But I figured it out. You can just pull right back. Car goes back into drive. Go into reverse, hold the button in the front and push it all the way forward. Car goes in reverse. We get the reverse camera. Park is a button right here. Press park. Now manual mode. Hold the button, pull back again. All right, now you see first gear. And then you can start doing stuff with the paddles or whatever. I can't shift because I'm not moving, of course. And pull back again and go back into drive. Boom, automatic, there it is. We do have 3 dynamic driving modes. They're not all dynamic, but personal, sport, standard, equal. That's common sense. I don't think I need to go over that. Parking brake back here. We have a nice little storage pocket. Press this button, folds back. Decent, you know. Got another USB A in there. I think it's A. And yeah, man, nothing too crazy in there. The interior is nice. It's very simple. Nothing to write home about. It's nice. It's straightforward. The sound system's really good. I got the glove compartment while we're here. Yeah, nothing to write home about in there. Nothing crazy. What is this though? Hold on. I can turn the tailgate. What is this? I can turn that off? Like I can't open the tailgate? We should test that. The back seat is nothing to write home about either. It's just a back seat. I mean, down here is where the third, climate control zone would be. We do have a USB port. This is a USB A or B, sorry. Keep getting those mixed up. Probably a 12-volt outlet down there. Storage pockets on both seats. Yeah, nothing crazy, but it looks pretty tight back there to be honest. But I'm glad I ain't gotta sit back there. All right, y'all. We are inside the 2023 QX55. Gonna head to the outlets real quick. Got some coupons from Ralph Lauren. Gonna go to the Polo outlet. See if I can jump fresh for Thanksgiving. Ha ha. Should be a good time. But yeah, immediate thoughts about being inside. It feels pretty, I don't know, regular. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but like, it feels pretty normal. I got nice leather seats in here. Things are good. Visibility is solid. It feels a smidge small in here. But again, it's like a compact something crossover. So I kind of understand. I kind of get it. But it's cool. I'm comfortable. I'm not like cramped like I was in the 2 Series I reviewed. This is fine. I have plenty of room in here. I better have plenty of room in an SUV of crossover of sorts. But it's cool. The steering wheel is not the thickest, but it's not the thinnest either. Let's go ahead and make this little turn here. Oh, here comes traffic. Oh, gotta go. Gotta go. I feel like this car is really niche-y. Like you have to like really want something that's luxury, but not big at the same time. That's why you got it's very fun. Like this car, as it sits, is like $50-something thousand. I found the window sticker earlier. It's in here. Check it out. What did it say? $54,830. Like that's a lot of money. For only 268 horsepower. Yes, it's all-wheel drive, but it doesn't. It doesn't feel like. It doesn't feel like $55,000 worth of car. Like. The BMW, why wouldn't that BMW hybrid I reviewed is like $10,000 more, and you get so much more car. Over 130 horsepower more, the torque is more, the technology, like everything about that car was just, yes, it's $10,000, but like you're already at 55 grand. What is literally like another, all right, it's 20%, it's not 10%. Doesn't matter. Consider it. So that's the thing. Like if you're looking at a brand new Infiniti QX55, why not go a year or two less and get some with a lot more technology? Well, it's from the leasing program, and leasing is a whole different ball game. I don't know how the prices work there. I'm sure whatever, these will drop like rocks. I should look at some of the used prices and see what they're going for, because just like the Q50, 2 years old, it was like almost half the price of what it was new. So I'm sure the same thing's going to happen with these cars. So maybe they get priced really high in the beginning to get a lot of the margin out of the MSRP, and then get all your money back at maintenance. I don't know. We have a red light here. We're the first car. It's also downhill, so we're gonna punch it, and we'll see. I know that the Q50 surprised me, but I don't think this is gonna do it. It's a little heavier, it's taller, the higher center of gravity, less power. I mean, it's down on everything, but we do have downhill. That might help us, but I don't care. I mean, like I said, when you're buying this car, you're probably not buying it for the power. Maybe Nissan skipped the big engine option for this car because they wanted to put it in the bigger car. That could be the QX80, like the Nissan Armada, but the QX80, QX60, like the step above this one, but below the 80/Armada. Like, I don't know. Yeah, like 4-cylinder turbo, I get it, but like you could have gave me the 6, man. I think the Armada has an 8, or the QX80 has an 8-cylinder. I don't know. But we'll see here in a second. Green light. Okay, that's peppy. I give you that. So that's peppy off the line for sure. Good torque there, but we're going downhill. So that did surprise me, but it just sounds like mice on a wheel, you know. Obviously, this car is not for me. Like I said, I love the way it looks, though. And it reminds me of the Buick Cascada. Hear me out. They made the car look so good. I think the Buick Cascada was one of the most beautiful cars that year. The two-door drop top. It was like a luxury Camaro of sorts, but they didn't do anything Camaro with it. They didn't put the big engine in there, any of that stuff. The inside was cheap, but it looked so good. I drove one in like Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's warm out there. I had the top down the whole time. I enjoyed myself with that car, but they didn't put the engine in it. And like, are they catering these cars to like a certain demographic of people who don't want a bunch of power in their cars? And I'm wondering, you know, because not even have an option for a bigger engine in this car, like, wow, really? So that's gonna weed a bunch of people out by itself, but it probably keeps the price down as well. So who knows? Like I said, visibility is good. Look over my shoulder. Oh, one thing, the rear view mirror or rear view is like this big because the hatch is so slanted. Yeah, I can still see out of it plenty fine. And the windshield wiper is sitting right there, but it's like this big in the mirror, but it's okay. Driving is fine. It's relatively normal. It's not soft. It's not hard. It's just kind of right in the middle, you know. And having the 19-inch tires or wheels give a little bit more sidewall on the tire to make the car that much softer. I'm in dynamic mode right now because that's how I drive. Let's put it back in standard. So we're gonna push this little gear shifter up. That's personal. Up, wrong way. Let's go back down to standard. There we go. Standard just feels pretty normal. Oh yeah, eco mode. That was cool. I was driving in eco mode the other day. So if you go to eco mode, it really restricts you from like. So I put it in eco mode right now, and I put my foot to the floor. Never mind. I thought it would do that, but it didn't. I guess we need the power. I just got a low fuel light. It's all good. If you have better gas mileage, it's like I don't have a lot of good things to really say about this car because I don't know. Like, it's just for 55 racks, man. Give me some better gas mileage or bigger engine. Don't put a 4-banger in here and say it gets less than 30 miles a gallon. You know, give me more power, give me more torque, give me more everything. You know, for that price, because I just don't feel it in here. Ah, yes. So the Infiniti Safety 360 things. That little button I pressed all the way to the left over here. My foot, see my knee is right here. My foot is off the brake. It's off the gas. The car will slow itself down. We're coming to a red light right now, and it's already doing it. That's so cool. I don't have adaptive cruise control on or anything like that, but the car is gonna slow itself down. It sees traffic in front of me. Yeah, that's a little nervous. Got a little nervous there. But we're coming to a halt. As you can see the cars to the left of me, we've slowed almost all the way down. Will it go all the way to the stop? Let's see. Yes, it will. My foot's off the brake. My foot's off the brake. I'm not holding anything. Why is it? Oh, it gave up. Okay. So that told me it stopped itself and I need to pay attention. So yes, I took my foot off the brake and slowed the car down for me. I think that's an excellent safety feature. I went to FedEx earlier today to drop something off for the job. And I was back into a pole. I could clearly see it, but the car didn't think I saw it, and it slammed on the brakes. I'm like, man, what's going on? So this car is going to keep you safe. So that is something I will say that's great about this QX55. It's going to keep you incredibly safe. When you're driving on the road, it has a lane departure warning. It'll steer you back into your lane. Obviously, it's not self-driving or anything like that, but it will keep you safe. So I will give you that, like maybe Subaru levels of safety. When I'm turning, I do feel the body roll just a bit. I mean, yes, it's a crossover. Like it's a tire. I would sure hope. I would hope you would feel body roll, but I'm expected to feel body roll. This is not like an M car or a Lamborghini Urus or anything like that where the suspension is tuned. This is just a Nissan, and you know, it's a is it a family crossover? How do I put this? Young professional? Maybe a young professional would buy something like this, or someone who just started a family. So it's two of you guys, you put the baby in the back. You know, then when the kid turns 5 or 6, then you might upgrade to a bigger SUV or something like that. You know, that's kind of where I think this fits. It's cute. I think it's such a looker for sure. It's one of the best looking cars, crossovers on the market right now. I think it just lacks almost everywhere else. Well guys, that's my time here with the 2023 Infiniti QX55. Thank you for making it this far in the video. It's usually a little bit more structured than that. I was having some microphone problems, so I had to shoot it Me 150 style or Eddie X style, where I kind of like just walk you through it as I'm looking at it, instead of having structured segments and things like that, like what Doug DeMuro would do. But that's okay. I really appreciate you watching this far. I want to give a big shout out to Daniel, Brandon, and Kaylee at National Rent-A-Car, Pittsburgh International Airport. Brandon and Daniel helped me out. Brandon went and got the car. Daniel was really enthusiastic about making sure I got what I wanted, so I really appreciate that, guys. And Kaylee, she was just so ridiculously nice to me at the, at the checkout booth. I needed that energy after an early morning flight and helped me wake up, so I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, man, subscribe if it's your first time seeing my face. I do food content from when I'm going to eat when I'm traveling for business. I do the car content. I review what I rent, you know, because I don't have access to exotic cars, but people want to know about these kind of cars, like regular stuff, right? Like me and you kind of stuff, I hope, you know? And I do shoe content, a little bit of shoe content, a little bit of a sneakerhead lately. It's getting out of control. Fiance probably say so, but I'm chilling. But anyway, guys, take care, stay safe, thank you.